Forever come between us, 'cause I'll be standing right next to you. Hey y'all got me again. Oh, you got me again. Or as a matter of fact, I got you again. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are into another impromptu reality imbalance oracle card reading. Another oracle reading, you guys. Yay. So definitely impromptu. Sometimes you have to enter into space in the way you can enter into space and intrude it, okay? Sometimes scheduled and sometimes off schedule. I really feel like I should reintroduce myself. Or have I ever introduced myself? I don't think so. My name is Shawnee Janelle. You can look up my author title name. My platform is Reality Imbalance. Reality Imbalance just entails the whole collective. They're like conglomerate of higher knowledge, ascension, dealing with the higher self, okay, the highest expression of the self. So we're picking, we're choosing, we're receiving, multiple different information on how to uplift one spirit and how to continue to elevate one spirit and how to attract the best from your own spirit. Okay, that's reality imbalance for me. It's like a huge conglomerate of higher sources, of higher realms of knowing oneself and balancing it, grounding it, staying on the path where you can always find an area to operate that's higher, okay? And therefore, there will be no worry, there will be no doubt, there will be no anxiety, there will be no fear, okay? So we're here to ground and we're here to balance. So I go by Shawnee Janelle, okay? That's my name. Author name, feel free to look me up. And Reality Imbalance is a platform. So we're about to get into impromptu reality imbalance oracle reading. Excuse the glasses. I'll take them off for a second. It's been another long day because I did work this morning and I'm about to go and do some more work. And yes, I had this shirt on yesterday, but I guarantee everything that I have on is clean. Hey, y'all. Hey. Everything that I do have on is absolutely clean. I went home and washed my clothes for y'all who was watching my live yesterday. Yup. I'm telling on myself, okay, I'm a Virgo rising. That's why I'm telling on myself, especially about my appearance. We always start with our appearances, the Virgos. The Virgo risings do, maybe not the official Virgos, but the Virgo rising is about how they appear. So I had these clothes on yesterday. They are washed. They are clean. Yes, 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 yes. I've been working and thank y'all for the likes. I hope y'all ready for this full moon in Libra that is set forth already. Okay. Tomorrow indefinitely. What do they call it? The pink moon? Moving forward. So the moon is going to be so full tomorrow. It's going to be full. It's going to be full. So seriously, for the last few days, I've been calling to all of my watermelon quartz crystals, okay? All my different variations of quartz crystals that reflect pink. For real, for real. Hey, what's up from Venezuela? That's almost far away. But I'm in Oregon, you know. California and Texas is blocking the way. But yeah, that's cool. Mr. Emmanuel, how are you doing? Brackton, Judith. Black Edith. I think you was here the other time, Black Edith. I'm not sure. Anyhow, so we were just talking a little bit about the pink moon, full moon that's coming effect. For me, I always go by like the energy signatures that are surrounding the full moon, the new moon, the quarter moon, all of that, the half moon, all of those for me give me energy frequencies that kind of speak with, the science behind colors, the science behind your bodily functions and your organs, because it really affect my bones, my bodily organs, and just so much in tune with the moon. Even if I don't want to, it is reflected and is like be in tune with me. You gonna get this energy. You gonna get this motherfucking energy. So recently I'm just becoming more aware of the color variations and the energy that follows the frequency of these new moons. So no wonder they're calling it the pink moon, right? So like I was saying, for the last 3 days I've been reaching for my watermelon quartz or just my pink quartz crystals just to put on and to rock with that, which means, I highly suggest it around this time, right? When the moon is full, when it's just right there on the pinnacle of getting full, okay? Make sure you got some quartz that's pink within the alignment, okay, of yourself for your aura to receive some beautiful energies, right? Because the full moon, can be some chaotic madness. So that's why we're here to do this oracle reading. So, thank y'all for listening to that randomness. Gotcha. So the first card is I am moving forward, which is special. I always like to flip the cards and do them before I turn on the camera, and this already came out. So this is 11, moving forward through the full moon. That's what we were talking about. So now all of its fullness is here around. So your seeds, whatever you have seeded, whatever have been seeded within you, will be coming to full bloom. And this is the reflection of I am. So within those two premises of being seated upon or seeding your own seeds, it's going to be moving forward, okay, with the full moon. Okay. That's why I want everyone to expand and get into some pink frequencies. It is not gay. Does not mean weakness. Pink is not weakness. It does not reflect weakness at all. It's the complete opposite. It reflects strength, and it reflects, being in tune with the highest selves of your nurturing side, your compassionate and empathy side. Okay, so we definitely need more of that. All right, ancestors of spirit are saying so much things, right? But we're going to keep it right there. So we're moving forward within those seeds that one has planted or has been planted within. The next card is my favorite, mi favorita. I can empower myself, which is number 16, a 7, right? So on empowering yourself, even with moving forward with those seeds, you're still going to empower yourself. So if there's anything that's off track, you can always, this here tells you with this 7 field that you can always revert, get back to where you need to be. Okay, empowering yourself. This is almost like a number 9, which is my second favorite card on here, but 16 is my first card. I can empower myself, right? So no matter what the track is, no matter what someone can perceive for you to be like low vibration or something that just deter you from your avenue, right? Know that the frequency is all up to you. The control and power and all that is really up to you. It's really up to you. It's a mind frame. It's a game. It's a whole mind frame, right? No, 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 no. I have to figure out a different way. Maybe I need to, oh God. Who's behind me? Shit. God damn, you know I ain't about to get out now. Oh my God, I just saw somebody who's behind me who looks, like they need some coconut oil. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so we're just gonna skip on that card. I apologize. Sorry about that. So that card, I will look to see what that is another time. Oh my God. Okay, let me stop. Hold on. I can blossom. Yeah, thank you for subscribing because I really did not want to get out the motherfucking car. Sorry. And I'm loud too. The windows are down. Anyway, because I'm very much loud. Thank you for subscribing because I did not want to get out the car and do that for my own weird ass reasons. But so this card next is I can blossom wherever I am planted is a complete interplay off of empowering yourself. So we're just talking about the seeds being seeded upon you, or you planting your seeds for, the cycle that we had went through, that brought about this phase of this full moon that's coming into pink, right? So we were talking about seeds. So I feel like this is a real good, positive, and uplifting energy. I feel like a lot of people have planted a lot of relevant seeds, okay, that are going to transpire. Okay, you will continue to empower yourself in the seventh realm with you and your ancestors and your angels here. So you are moving forward in your seed planting. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, so wherever you are, you're going to continue to expand basically because you continue to focus, you continue to be disciplined, and you're focusing. Well, I don't know why they always be giving me these words. That's why I'd be stopping, because I'm like, no, we're not saying that. We're not saying that. Staying grounded mainly here. So 3 is the divine energy, Trinity. We talk about it a lot. It has a lot entailed with balance and grounding, the power of number 3. Sometimes people will relate, you know, balance maybe, or connections with 2, but in all actuality, it's the divinity, the divine, that is tied in the power of 3. And I was really thinking about how I was demonstrating like this whole pyramid um example of divinity, on how you have 2 sides, right? But you have the highest point at the top, but they're all supporting each other. That's how I look at divinity, right? Just because you're high and at the top, and it's because you're reserved in a lot of ways, because you're so high, you have high reach to nature, to the cosmos, okay? So the serpents in the sky that are seen and unseen, so that high point is reaching there, but you won't have the high point without the left and the right presence at the bottom. Now, I know we're only speaking of 3 dimension, but we're talking about in divinity and the power of 3. So with this being carried on, moving forward and empowering yourself, okay, in this great divine entry that the collective has like entered into, okay, you are expanding. I like to look at blossoming as expanding. Okay, even at any age. This is what they were telling me earlier when I was thinking about this card again. When I was thinking about this card this morning, what was said was that it does not matter what the age is with blossoming. You can blossom at any age. You can be relevant at any age, at any time. It is the force field of grounding that can help a person continue to expand more and more and more. So blossoming doesn't mean like when you were a teenager, when you were a preteen, or whatever. You can blossom in your 20s, you can blossom in your teens, you can blossom in your 70s. And a lot of people are blossoming a lot later in life because they're tired of the fuck shit. They know, most of the shit is a program, and they focus on themselves, but not living in the ego. They understand that there's people around them in their environment. They know that they're a high influencer, so therefore they're not operating on power and control. Sorry, where was I going with that? Let's give another card. So yeah, the Trinity points here. I really like that with blossoming here, especially when you're moving, okay, when you're creating here. So we had 11. Okay, I'm moving forward, which is what our first card. And then we had 7, working with, they will call the angels, or the angelic realm, empowering yourself through them. The archangels, exactly, or whatever angle that is so far beyond mastery, I can't even explain. There's no words. So, and then we have 3. Okay, so all those are double numbers. Still, those are all double numbers. Gratitude. I can walk through my fear, number 9. Right, that's the program here, which is fear, right? I was thinking about that too earlier this morning about fear and how different orishas or other deities have transcended this room. How they, I was just thinking, like, how did they organize this whole thing? They had to die like ultimate so many different times, right? Early and old, or early because they were not fit for any of the programs, so they had to get to their mastery in some way where they had to die, and it kept coming back over and over again, over and over again. There was no fear. They understood that, this life, I mean, I can't tell you right now because I can't tell you about any deaths or anything about that, but it's the thoughts that I be having with myself and with my spirit, my ancestors. I don't know, with myself, I'm not going to even fuck with you though. So I was just thinking, like, how do they reach like forms of different mastery where they, can be in this room and that room and operate from so many different fields, right? High and low, but they're still like in this dark room where there's so much creativity. There's so much unknowing, but there's so much knowing at the same time that's not being controlled. You can only control it through, your frequency, this darkness, right? These entities, these deities who's overcame this realm, right? I'm like, fear has to be the number one level to overcome here on earth, is fear. That's how they've reached so much mastery. And not to say that you have to literally die to reach a form of mastery. You can continue to work through the magic mind, right? Work through number 9. Okay, continue to have that transmutation that they always talk about, with Jesus going down into the depths of hell, right, and rising back up. You can do that. That's why they're always talk about as far as that transmutation. You can, literally physically die, or you can just go through the experiences here and continue to transmute, or you can come back, in between and all between, if that makes any sense. Because somebody else earlier was just talking about Jesus, and I guess Easter is getting ready to come up. I forgot all about it, but I do see a lot of bunny rabbits and all that in the store, for the kids. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do it for the kids, obviously trying to sell items and shit for the kids and all this on Easter, right? If it was what it was supposed to be representing, why do we have all this selling, this commodification around something that's supposed to be so sacrificial and religious? Sorry. Let's get back to positivity. So walking through your fear is, I believe, y'all can tell me in the chat. I know I be seeming like I'm talking to myself, but sometimes I do. Full Gemini, feel free to talk as well, whatever you're thinking. So for me, I think fear, doubt, worry, which is all tied into fear, is a huge way to expand and to elevate. So walk through your fear. This is number 9, right? Transformation. Walk through your fear. It says I can walk through your fear, but it's more like I will walk, I can, I have, and I will always walk through my fear. I'm gonna go get some food in a little bit. Okay, so we got 4 cards here. Yeah, yep. Yeah, the 13 on a Sunday is crazy. Because look, I already looked at the bottom of the deck. There were like 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. So the full moon, the pink full moon, is on the 13th. I will a reality of transcendence. I will transcend. I will program my life. I will program our reality, right? Whatever that means to you. I will transcend in my reality. Meaning that basically I don't look at anything as a challenge that's against me, but it's a challenge that's for me. That's a challenge that I set up for myself. It's a challenge that I know that I set up for myself to win. No matter how many times I continue to present this challenge to myself, I will transcend it. I will a reality of transcendence. So all environment, all spaces, okay? even the simplest things, with transcending your reality in traffic, right? With people that you love, okay? You create that reality that's going to work for you, that's going to help bring some grounding for both parties. It takes a a person who is truly grounded, not to get angry, but to transcend, to go within. And this is number 13, so we're working with the powers of the moon, the dark side of the moon, okay? um those black holes, basically, of the moon here is saying Marie Laveau ultimately here with willing a reality of transcendence. So we'll do one more card, or 3, 4, 5. Let's do 2 more cards, y'all. Let's do 2 more cards. We have 5 cards right now. Let's do 2 more cards. It's the full moon, the pink moon tomorrow, and I'm not uplifting the energetic levels of the full moon. I'm uplifting the collective for the full moon, not the moon. The moon needs us. I'm sorry. It needs us. If we weren't here, the moon, I don't think it will be here. And the fuck is it? Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna do? Who's gonna reflect back? Where's the reciprocity gonna be with the moon frequencies if there weren't higher frequent energetic people who were working the phases of the moon? You know what I'm saying? It really needs our energy. Okay, so therefore we will ground our energy, transcending your reality. And that's why we keep coming back. Okay, make it a program. Make it a program. I embrace my talents. Okay, it finally came up. You know what I'm saying? It's coming up for the last couple of days. Now it's finally coming up. Okay, embracing one's talents, whatever that is. Everyone has gifts and talents, right? Everyone has gifts and talents. So embrace it. Embrace the weirdness. Embrace the uniqueness. It says, I embrace my talents, which is number 5. So this is a new change. A newness, a new seeing, a new being. Embracing it, taking it in, okay, with this new cycle. Working on it, working towards it, bits and pieces at a time. Keeping your focus on it. Like, fuck this shit. I already have something in the background that I've been working on for X amount of time, and there's only any moment here that things will come together. I have so many seeds, so many gardens here, right? With my talents that I've been seeding and planting over time, special gifts that you've been given out freely to your job. Yeah, no, don't do that. When I'm talking about things that you've been working on towards, and I can only speak for myself. I can't really speak for other people, things that they've been working on, but I know people since beginning time are always working on something, plays that, go undone, go unwritten, go unsaid. Drawings or paintings or something that goes unpainted, or sculptures that goes unformed, right? So many different things. So tap into those avenues, even if it's just like researching the things that you like that can help inspire you even more. Okay, so now we're breaking it down to the single digit numbers with I am change, right? Well, see, being I am change is having that flexibility, the fluidity of life. All right. Okay, you see things changing around you, but that's okay, because this is why we're here. That's why we're grounded here on this earth, on this planet, right? Because we're able to adapt. So this is what this card relates to, is the adaptability that an individual needs in their frequency. That's just why it's a individual number, being number 8. I am change. Okay. Number 8, dealing with the mind, dealing with mirrors, dealing with magnification. I always think I butcher that name, seriously. Magnification or something like that. Magnifying. Okay. Knowing that you are creating so fast, you're creating so frequently with your thoughts and with your actions. So why not put your thoughts and your actions in a higher frequency, since you're able to create so well, right? They're like so drastically. They're like, since you're able to create within the whim, right? Why not operate from the frequencies of the very small margins of the higher sources of frequency of yourself? That was 7. That was 7. Okay, I can relax and let go. That's the last card, y'all. I can relax and let go. This came out yesterday too. Number 9. Okay, the last card was number 8. So here's number 9. I can relax and let go, and definitely do that every day. It doesn't have to be on the weekend to relax and let go. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can relax and let go and chill out. If you can. I hope you can. I hope y'all can take a moment, at least 10 or 15 minutes, to just relax and let go. Because I'm going to tell you, several times, but I haven't got back to it, but I know that it officially works and it will work. Just taking 10 minutes to doing some stretching and breathing deeply, or just taking your full breaths and doing stretchings, or just sitting and taking full breaths. But what worked for me is sitting, stretching, and taking deep full breaths for 10 minutes. You feel automatically energized. You feel automatically ready to go. You feel charged, or something about getting all of the exhilaration in your breath, in your lungs, and stretching at the same time. There's real magic there. That's why a lot of people are into yoga and do a lot of yoga and stretching. So relax and let go, even if you can just stretch for 10 minutes. Set a timer, don't beat yourself up over it. Start a couple days a week. Okay, and gradually do it as often as possible throughout the week, because there's a power and there's some kind of magic and magi within breathing and stretching. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. You gotta try. You gotta try it. You gotta try it, because oh my God, I felt like a brand new baby. Like I felt so good, screaming. So that's a good way to relax and let go. And that's if your time is limited, because I know it's a lot of pressure to take time and to focusing on your breath and focus on yourself when this life, permits us to hurry up and go fast. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. So relax and let go. This is a transformation here with this full moon. We are working on the number 9 year. So whenever number 9s come through, pay attention. Pay attention. So relax and let go with this full moon. Don't be doing too much on this full moon, y'all. Don't be doing too much. Don't be drinking, getting fucked. I don't know. I don't like to tell people what to do, but I feel like getting drunk, like on a full moon, is more better to kind of like relax, maybe have a couple glasses of wine, but not getting drunk and not getting fucked up or anything on a full moon, because the energy levels are going to be high and kind of crazy and chaotic. So do something more, balancing, that's going to be opposite of having a party and party like, because you are change. Okay, your operation frequency of number 8, we know that deals with the money frequency. Okay, we know that deals with the mind, creating your reality. Okay, we already said that. I will a reality of transcendence with number 13. Tomorrow's the 13 and the full moon. So will your reality. Calm your environment, calm your space, calm yourself. Take your time, Don't be out here with these energies that want you to go, 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 go all the time. Okay? Work from the opposite of the dark side of the moon. People will get it. If not, that's their problem. Embrace your talents. Okay? I feel like this is the new onset. This is number 10. So you're working. There is the ones and the zeros. They want to say, yeah, the divine energy anyway, because it is 10. Okay, So I feel like at the same time, embrace your talents always, every day. That is a working setting. Okay, embracing your discipline, your purpose. Your purpose comes from your talents, okay, and your will. Walking through fear. This is how we extend. This is the another 9, right? This is the second number 9. So walking through your fear. Knowing that you have the high trinity here, no matter where you go, you're always going to be grounded because you're operating from the highest sources here. Again, with number 7, empowering yourself. Always empowering yourself, having the ability to empower yourself, because those angelic, so-called angelic angles, or they're like purposes, wow, those angelic purposes, okay, are rooting for you, and you will empower yourself from those realms, right? From that angelic realm. Archangel Michael came up before. When that card comes, why? I'm not sure. Okay. So because when I say the angelic realm, like Archangel Michael comes, and all I see is a fire and a sword. That's all I can say. Okay, from this card. Moving forward, this was the first card that came out for everybody. The 11, I am moving forward. This is the first card that came out. Getting ready for the full moon reading. Yay! 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 Of course, we're all moving forward. We're not moving backwards. There's no I'm moving backwards card in here at all. Nor will there ever be a backwards at all. Because we talk about expanding. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? I'm not sure if there's anybody there. I can't see. How are y'all? Let's see, what time is it? 4:22. Okay. I'm gonna go get a little bit of food and go back and do some work. Yay, yay. I don't know. Kind of excited just to eat. So, I can see why they pretty much call it the pink moon, because the energy doesn't feel as chaotic. Probably more or less because I've was able to ground myself by wearing some quartz. I think one of these is like snake eyes. In watermelon quartz. I have so many different pink quartz, so I feel like maybe, so the full moon is in Libra for one. So, and it's pink. The pink full moon. It's best to ground no matter what, because yeah, I'm gonna say positive on all astrological signs. On all of them. So I think that's it, y'all. Unless y'all have anything to say. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing. I hope y'all like the Oracle reading right before the full moon, no matter if it's like your focus or not. These are like the energies that'll like interplay with, okay, the full moon that's going on right now. A lot of the energies that came out were, I felt like, were higher energies, although they were double numbers. I feel like they were still coming from a higher plane energy. It wasn't, as it was yesterday when we did the oracle reading, if you know what I mean. The words and the purpose of the words and the frequencies were a lot more different. It's like more of a preparation and a fulfilling reading, energy reading for the collective, with empowering yourself, okay, walking through your fear, transcending your reality always, right? So this is like really speaking from your higher sources, the higher sources. Although there were double numbers, it was still very high and affirmative, very affirmative. I think it's affirmative because of the pinkness, giving watermelon, it's giving quartz and all that. So I appreciate that reading. I hope y'all did too. All right, y'all. I'm Shawnee Janelle. Feel free to check out my website, realityimbalance.com. I'm about to head out. And for sure tomorrow, or I'm sorry, yesterday, what had happened was when I was talking to y'all was that yeah, I went home and ate. Yeah, they cut off because they don't want me to be here. Anyway, so I practically went home and ate and went to sleep. So I worked out this morning and all that. But I definitely will catch you guys soon, perhaps tomorrow. Bye.